Hello everyone, Livy here, back with another video. This time I'm gonna call this a flip through, okay? Because I took off all the initial packaging for this deck, so I'm not gonna say it's an unboxing, but this is gonna be a flip through of what will probably, I think, be my last new tarot deck of the year. Unless one other deck I'm thinking of comes to me before the end of the year. Like, I pre-ordered a deck. So I'm thinking of one in particular. If that deck doesn't show up, this is my last new deck of the year. And it is the Guided Hand Tarot by Irene Mudd. You can get this deck on Etsy. I'll show you. There you go. You can get this deck on Etsy. There's even Instagram. And this deck actually has a story. And I'm going to talk about it. And by the way, sorry for kind of the weird lighting. And you might hear I sound a little fainter. And that's only because it's really early morning where I am. And my partner is still asleep. So I'm trying to be a little more quiet as I film this. But anyways, this deck has a story. So I've actually been stocking this deck on Etsy for actually a few, I want to say it's been a couple, but a few years now. But for some reason, I never picked it up. And I think the reason was, looking back on that now, is because I was always flip-flopping on the idea of a collage style deck, like wondering if that's really my tarot aesthetic, if the cards are going to resonate with me, So for those reasons, I've been I was very hesitant at first to get it, but now I think, I just decided to bite the bullet. I realized it was time. I kept seeing this deck in a couple of other videos, and I was just like, you know what? I don't know why I don't own this deck. So yes, now is the time. So when I got this deck, it came with this cute little postcard. This, by the way, this is the backs of the cards. So I have seen the backs. They are this. So this is the little postcard it came with. Now, very important for those who are going to buy this deck on Etsy, it does not come with this. So this is an extra that you can tack on. This is like, I think it's $10. Honestly, though, I think it's worth it. I'm not going to lie. I peeked through this guidebook. So this is a big guidebook because the deck itself, I'm going to show you. I did also peek at this. The deck itself only comes with this little, pamphlet. And as you can see, it's just a keyword pamphlet. So if you're someone who wants a real guidebook, I would 100% recommend getting this, even though it is an extra $10 tacked on. But first, let's look at this. The reason why I think this is such a good investment, personally, I'm going to say investment, is because, well, actually, I'm going to do a VR talking about guidebooks. This one, spoiler alert, this one's going to be in it. And the reason why, this quote is beautiful, by the way. It starts with this quote that says, "The pictures were painted directly through me, without preliminary drawings and with great power. I had no idea what the pictures would depict, and still I worked quickly and surely without changing a single brush stroke." I guess that's Hilma af Klint. It has a good table content, and the reason why I think this is a great Oof, my camera cannot even show you. Maybe I can zoom out. Zoom out? Yes. Oh yeah, I have a candle burning here. The reason why I think this is such a great investment is, as you can see, or maybe can't see because my lighting is terrible right now, is that this guidebook is chunky, like a really nice introduction about this deck and how to even read, right? How to read the deck, understanding tarot. And then it launches into the major arcana. This would be a great reference for beginners, okay? And I'm actually going to zoom back in, so watch out. There we go. This would be a great reference book for beginners, and especially because look at this. Look at this. This is just one giant paragraph just for the Fool. All the major arcanas get this treatment. So the Magician has something. The High Priestess has a lot. So each major arcana gets this beautiful, like, you know, a lot of detail in the paragraph. And then you get to the, let me see, where are they? You get to the minor arcana, and it's not as detailed, but I do like that it includes the keywords. Oh, see, we go, Suit of Cups, and then it'll give you, like, still a decent amount. So I think this is pretty good. Also because look at this. This also includes a lot of good spread. So this is why I think this is a good one for beginners. But anyways, I'm going to move away the guidebook now, because we really want to see this, don't we? The cards. Like I said, I've been stalking this deck, so I do know a lot of these images. I have seen them around. This is the box it comes in. It's a great, I don't know how to describe. The box feels luxurious. It's like smooth. And I love just the details and the colorings. It doesn't have one of those slits on the side, but to be honest, look at, it's so easy to open. You don't even need that like slit. As I already said, comes with this. And now the cards. Oops, sorry, something's falling over on my side. Now, there's something about the texture of these cards that is just, it's so good. It's so delicious. I don't know. Is that weird to say? I mean, because it's smooth. As you can see, it has a slight gloss, but it's not, I wouldn't say it's a high gloss at all. And it just feels really nice in the hands. It's also thinner. So I feel like if you're somebody who, I always talk about this. I always say that. If you're somebody who riffle shuffles, but it's true because I don't. This should be pretty easy. But let's get into the cards. I'm going to put them, yep, like that. The Fool. I actually love this Fool. I love that it's like this. I don't know why. I think it's because the Fool in this card isn't like a... You know how the Fool is usually depicted as this like person who's, oh, la, 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 and they're like doing their own thing and they're all happy and stuff. I kind of like that, even though it's still a child. It's still saying about youth and like the beginning of something. But their face is just not what you typically expect of the Fool, and I love it. Oh, and this Magician card. Oh my goodness. This magician, I'm sorry. This magician is a mood. This is a vibe. This is everything. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the aesthetic. I love this magician, and maybe it's also because the magician is one of my birth cards, so I really just, I'm digging this. I really love this magician. Then we have the High Priestess. Still nice. Probably not my favorite version of the High Priestess, though. I kind of like this Empress, though. I appreciate that the Empress is not, I don't know. I get really weirded out when the Empress is pregnant for some reason. I don't know. Puts me off. But anyways, I like this one. The Emperor. The Hierophant. This Lovers, though. Oh my goodness. I love this Lovers card. I really do. This is like, I don't know. It's just so good. So good. I really like this one. This chariot is also really cool. I like the connotations of this. Actually, fun, maybe not so fun fact, but fun fact, I was on something kind of like this before where there was like a crazy storm going on when I visited Lake Tahoe once for 4th of July. This feels kind of personal. I totally understand where this card could be going, so really like this one. Strength. I like that the strength harkens back to the original RWS, but for once it's not a lion, it's a tiger. So that's really cool. Oh, okay, this hermit. Oh my goodness. This is one of the reasons I decided, like, fuck it, I really need to have this deck in my collection, is because I love this hermit card. This card for me feels very personal because not to get too deep, but I was basically like this kid when I was a kid. I mean, I'm not old enough that I had records, but I would sit in my room a lot when I was younger and I'd be listening to CDs and just blasting the music and enjoying my time and reconfiguring myself after a long day. So this card feels very personal. I love it. I love this hermit. This might be one of my favorite hermits I've seen, like, ever. I'm in love. And then though you get to and then you get to this Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to be honest, this is also one of my birth cards. So I always keep an eye to see how people depict it. And this one's just okay. This one's just okay. It's not a bad card. It's there's more that could have been done, but it is pretty. Justice. Oop. Things are slipping inside. And the Hangman. Interesting that's an acrobat. Kind of like that. That's interesting. Death. Now, this is a cool death card, I have to say. I've heard other people who've talked about this deck mention that this is one of the cards that, like, sold the deck for them. And I can see that. It's really cool. Just got a really cool aesthetic. Temperance. There's something about this Temperance that's very calming. I like this for some reason a lot, even though it's, like, kind of simple. The Devil. Interesting. Oh, interesting detail too. Do you notice that the horns, like, one's like shown in like complete darkness and one actually has like some light to it? That'd be interesting. I wonder if, I'm not going to look at that right now, but I wonder if that's in the guidebook. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. This deck, sorry, I have to pause for a second. This deck is an experience. It feels like an experience. This feels very personal to me, and I feel like this is a deck that, oh my goodness, I don't know why I took so long to get this deck. Just looking at this tower just struck a very deep chord in me, and I'm gonna explain, okay? So as somebody who lives in California, I'm not a stranger to forest fires, okay? Luckily, I'm lucky. I personally have not had to evacuate from one of these happening, but I have a lot of relatives and friends and family who have lived in certain areas of the state where there have been forest fires and they had to leave. And, in that sense, I 100% understand why this tower is a forest fire, because when they come through, they just destroy everything. Everything. It's like the worst feeling in the world, especially if your house has burned down, you're worried about your insurance, all this stuff going on your whole life. Like if you weren't able to save anything, it's gone. You have to start over. It feels like the lowest moment. And this feels, oh my goodness. And especially with Because the thing though with a force fire is that you hopefully have hope, right? Like that things can be better. And I don't know, this is so good. Oh man. I'm in feelings right now. Going through this deck, but I love this tower. Also probably one of my favorite towers. The star. This is so beautiful. And I guess this deck just feels it's feeling very personal. Like this is a deck I will probably have forever because also just the simplicity of the star. I don't know why. There's something about her. Um she also, I don't know, she just feels very personal because even her nose is kind of similar to mine. It's like more pointy, It just I'm feeling it a lot with this. This is a great star card. And then we have the moon. Beautiful, but it's just kind of okay. Kind of like the Wheel of Fortune for me. The sun is cute though. The child with the flowers. Very nice. I like that. Judgment. This image looks very familiar, but I can't think of where I've seen this figure before. But this is cool. Arrangement for Judgment. And then we have the world. Oh, there's actually bits of a map in here. Okay, I was going to say, this world, I feel like they could have done more with it too, right? But at the same time, it's nice. I like the colors at least. But now we're going to get into, the minor arcana. It looks like it starts with the pentacles. So this is the King of Pentacles. I like the colors in this one. Wow, look at this queen. This is also an aesthetic. Not necessarily my aesthetic, but this is like a look. She's giving like very 70s, 60s vibes. Kind of reminds me vaguely of Cleopatra. I don't know why. I'm getting that sense from her. So this is really cool. I like this queen. The Knight of Pentacles. Kind of like that's a hippo. That's funny. Page. Wow. I love this ace. I love the colors. Ooh, but I'm sorry. I just realized. I know some people really don't like bugs and reptiles, so I'll try to cover up. There's like the spider and the snake in here, but I really like the aesthetics of this card. This is beautiful. Really good. Ace. I have the 2. Balancing act. Interesting. 3. Oh, interesting. These 2, yeah. I don't know what especially this one, actually. I was going to say, I don't know what it is about these. When I saw the cityscapes of both of these, they vaguely reminded me of when I was in Portugal. Because they have a lot of like red roofs, white houses kind of thing. So that's kind of cool. Oh, and the 5. Wow, look at the 6. This has a lot of interesting meaning. She looks like a 50s housewife thing. And some kind of hand is coming out to give her some some money, being more generous. Interesting though. A lot could be said about this. 7, planting the seeds. I like that. 8. This is interesting. I wonder if there could have been more done kind of with this one too, but they're working diligently still. The 9. And the 10. There's the family, the legacy. Wow. Oh, this is cool. I really like this King of Cups. They have even the facial expression. It's really good for this suit, right? Like being more reserved as the king. And just the aesthetics of this card. This is beautiful. This queen too, though, my goodness, she's beautiful. This feels very much definitely like the Queen of Cups. Like it's a mood. It's a mood. It's like the mystical otherworldliness about her. dreamy expression going off into the distance. I really like this one. This Knight of Cups, that's so funny. All the knights so far, well, there's only been 2, but they're both kind of funny. That's so interesting. Page of Cups, beautiful. Really like the aesthetics of the background. Wow. I'm really liking the aces so far too. They're very beautiful. This is a 2. I like this too though. She's like tipping it all out. But I really like how pretty it is. Very pastel. The 3. I kind of like that they're all statues just being gal pals together. That's interesting. I like it. The 4. You get a lot of moods from this 4. I like that. Oh, her face, so sad. The 5 of Cups, but I really like this one. The 6. This is good too. Gets the nostalgia. I really like that. I mean, I really like most of these cards, but I just like when you can immediately get the meaning from them. Sorry, my nose is a little runny, so you might hear me sniffling a little. The 7. I like the 7. Okay, I'm kind of weird. I kind of weirdly like the 7, which is, I don't know what that says about me. But my biggest thing with a 7 is that for me personally, I know maybe others view it differently. If you're going to be the 7 of Cups, you need to show the different pathways, different choices that you could be making. How tantalizing it can be that there's so many different options and you just don't know where you should go, you know? So I love how this deck is depicting that. And thank God it does, because some 7s, they kind of like cop out and they don't really show the options. And I'm just like, excuse you, how are you supposed to know? But anyways, sorry. Random tangent about the 7 for me. The 8, that's good 8. And the 9. My goodness, I like her, I like their face. It's very smug. I really like that. And the 10. Oh, this is a cute card. I like it. Oh, okay, we're entering the wands. That's my suit. For those who don't know, maybe I haven't talked about it. I don't know. My element, like astrology wise and stuff like that. I'm a Leo, which is kind of really funny because I don't give off Leo vibes. Like if you meet me in person, I'm very kind of shy, withdrawn. I don't really talk if I'm not comfortable around people. So I don't feel like I give off Leo vibes, but I love that this King of Wands is a lion that's like growling away, you know. Yes, this is just a mood. This feels like the suit. It's so good. And especially, oh, yes, I love this Queen of Wands. Marsha P. Johnson, yes. Yes, Queen. She is. This is great. Oh, I love it. I love this card. I love it. And the kitty. That almost looks like my cat. That's so funny. Ooh, the Knight of Wands. This definitely gives off Knight of Wands vibes, too. I'm loving these wands so far. Yes, please. Even the page. That's so good. I love this little pattern. Oh, Ace of Wands. Yes. Again, also a mood. Really digging this. It just, this is hitting the right energy for sure. Except maybe, wait, this is a 2? This is a 2 of Wands. Okay, I see 2 wands. Maybe this is just a personal pet peeve, though. Why are there 3 people if it's the 2 of Wands? I don't know how I feel about that 100%, but it looks nice. 3. Going on a journey, looking out onto something. This is an interesting version of this card. The 4. This is an interesting 4 too. It's very different. You get the sense of like kids playing and it's some kind of celebration. But then you have a child in the middle who looks kind of pissed off. I don't know. This is a really interesting 4. 5. 6. Victory. Kind of. Oh, no, this is a good, though. 7. Okay. 8. Movement. 9. Wow. This is a good 10, though. This reminds me of, like, this is very much an aesthetic, too. This reminds me of, like, the old Portuguese ladies who, yeah, they're, like, carrying the world with them, going about life. They have all these experiences, especially during festas, my God. And they carry the big baskets of pound and stuff. So that's, I don't know. I like this. This makes sense for me. And the last suit, King of Swords, sword, sorry. I'm like stumbling on my word, sword. Oh. Queen of, she looks really familiar. Maybe the guidebook will tell me who that is. That looks really familiar, but I can't think of who that is. I like that though. Oh my goodness. Look at this Knight of Swords. This is so ridiculous. They're flying on birds. Page of Swords. This actually does give off interesting page energy. Their facial expression and everything. Ooh, I like this Ace. Really cool. Wow. I don't know about how I feel about her facial expression for the 2. But I love the aesthetics of this card. Very beautiful. And it's a 3. Typical kind of. Oh. Kind of like this 4 though. You can feel the rest in this. Oh. That's a little sad about the birds. 5. The 6. 7. Interesting. 8. This is actually a pretty good 8. You can kind of, even from facial expression, kind of get the vibe that they can get out at any time from their own situation. So I kind of like this. That's good. 9. Oh, a lot of tragedy in this. And finally, oof. Isn't that always the way with the 10 though? My goodness. Dramatic last card. But yeah, this one ran on a little longer because I really just wanted to talk and go over this deck. This deck is beautiful. And let's see how it shuffles. Like I said, it looks like it would be good for those who riffle. Again, I only do overhand and this other convoluted method. Maybe I'll show that video one day. Oops, I have a jumper. I'll look at that jumper in a little bit. Yep. Really easy. It just feels good in the hands and everything. Very good. Let's see what the jumper was. I had one jumper. Oh, it's that 8 that I was like, oh, okay, working diligently. That's a vibe. So if you watch this long, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this deck. I hope you're thinking of picking up this deck. I'm kind of kind of mad at myself that I was sleeping on it for so long, but this is going to be a really good one for me. I feel like I'm going to be using this a lot too. And I don't know. I can't wait. I can't wait to dive in. But thank you all for sticking around with me, and I will see you next time. Bye.